Yo, what's up, everybody? This is LB here, back at y'all with another one. Shout out to the whole LDBC Lions Den basketball community. That's my brother Ticket, Too Raw, Mahoney Sports Podcast, Nola Boy Sports Entertainment, LVZ NBA Talk. List goes on and on. Let's get right to the funk. All right, we got games that start at 4 o'clock. We're not going to waste time here. All right, first game on the docket today. We got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, this game started out as 224.5 total. The total is now going down to 221. And there's a 59% chance that this game goes over. The Thunder are 3.5-point favorites. This is a game that Memphis absolutely positively have to win if they want to keep their place in the 8th spot. Right? Shut up, Aiden Berry and John Howe. What's going on? Salute to y'all. All right? Now, for injuries, Steven Adams is out. This was a leg contusion. Now, Coach Billy Donovan said it wasn't serious and they just wanted to play it safe. Now, Terrence Ferguson, he is in. Terrence Ferguson is in. Now, with Mike Muscala also being out, that leaves Nerlens Noel as the only big man that they have in the game for OKC. Okay? So, Nerlens Noel, I like him. I like him a lot. He's going to be locked in quite a few of my lineups for fantasy basketball, and we'll just have to see where it goes. I can see this game possibly going small in some situations or whatever, right? Gotta like Gallinari, gotta like CP3. CP3, for those of you who don't know, he was a mentor to John Morant. So you got the mentor-protege matchup, okay? So I know a lot of people might play Jonas Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas now, he gets a much easier matchup against Nerlens Noel. So something you got to look at, right? Now, for me, despite the fact that they lost Steven Adams, this is a game where I believe SGA goes completely off. Now, Dennis Schroeder is still not with the team. He's left the bubble because he had the birth of a kid. So congratulations to Dennis Schroeder on that. But I could see a game where that dude SGA goes completely ham. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I think OKC wins this game. I think Memphis still is on the schneid. I think they fall in the tie for Portland for that 8th spot. And with the fact that Portland has already beaten Memphis this season, whatever, I think Portland will then grab the 8th seed. But the Western Conference is still highly contested. You got, teams that are separated between 2.5, 3 games. And we are halfway through. So, there's still a lot to play for. Right? But I got OKC winning this game. Now, on the fantasy side, we'll talk about these teams real quick. Fantasy side, gotta like De'Aaron Fox. Grayson Allen, he's been coming off the bench, but Grayson Allen is a scoring dependent. If he don't score the basketball, he's practically worthless because he don't put up any other peripheral stats. Dylan Brooks going to be chucking the ball a lot. We've seen him. He went completely nuclear the first half, and he went completely non-existent the second half. Jonas Valanciunas is going to be a good play. He's even better play now that Steven Adams is out. Now, that being said, the person that will suffer, even though Jaren Jackson Jr. is out as well, he's out for the season, Brandon Clark. Now, with Jaren Jackson Jr., he stretches the floor. Brandon Clark is more of a guy that like to bang down low. So that will impact him fantasy-wise until Jonas Valanciunas either is in foul trouble or he suffers an injury. So until then, you can't really look at Brandon Clark. But even then, I still think OKC wins this game. So those are the main plays from for fantasy purposes. Now let's move on to the next game. Next game, we got the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Sacramento Kings. Now this game has started out as a 231 over under. Now it's 231 and a half, with the Sacramento Kings being a 5-point favorite. Right now they're on a back-to-back. And, kind of pisses me off that Walton kept De'Aaron Fox in the game for as long as he did, knowing that the Kings are on a back-to-back. And they had the game well in hand yesterday against the Pelicans, right? And we'll get to the Pelicans here in a little bit. But when it comes to the whole dynamic regarding this game, right, look, the Brooklyn Nets are terrible, okay? Joe Harris is questionable. Jared Allen is questionable as well. Have not gotten any kind of news regarding those two individuals, so their statuses are up in the air. Okay, Rashaan Holmes is questionable for the Sacramento Kings. All right. Also, Kent Bazemore is questionable as well. So Bazemore has a sore calf. So if he doesn't play, then Corey Brewer gets more run. If Rashaan Holmes is out, then that opens up minutes for guys like Harry Giles and Alex Len, right? And Alex Len will see more minutes than Harry Giles, and I think that's a mistake. But hey, whatever, right? If Holmes is also out, that also open up more minutes for Bielitsa. So Nemanja Bielitsa will see more minutes. Okay. When it comes to this game, what up, Gideon? What up, best fighter? Gideon, come in here. I know we'll talk about this, all right? All right, so for this particular game, I expect the Kings to win this game. The Brooklyn Nets, look, this team been decimated by injuries. They put out a huge, I won't say huge, but it definitely was an improbable win against the Milwaukee Bucks. And they turn around the next day and get completely destroyed by the Boston Celtics. What's up, Gideon?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Chilling, man. All right, so let's get to these games and shit. You know what I'm saying? We got 49 minutes before these games start. All right. G Corey.
Yeah.
What up?
It's just Gideon. So
Okay,
not bro.
Salute you, Corey.
All right. Okay, so let's talk about these games real quick.
Okay.
All right, so we're in the second game. What's up, Real Facts TV? Shout out to Corey Boyd. I see you in the building. Best fighter, salute. Yusuf Knight, salute to y'all as well. All right. So let's talk about these games. All right. So what do you got? What do you got from the as far as like Sacramento and Brooklyn? What did you see out of these games?
If you're Brooklyn, I think if the Nets win today, they'll clinch a playoff spot for the second straight year. If you're Brooklyn, you want to just get this playoff spot locked up because even though I don't think we all can agree the Wizards probably will not last long, you never know what could happen in the future, though. If you're the Kings, you remember the Grizzlies are choking here. Memphis lost Jaren Jackson for the rest of the season. So if you're Sacramento, you want to bid off that W you had against New Orleans, though. I mean, Bogdanovich looked amazing against the Pelicans with three-point shooting and his versatility after he was struggling versus the Mavs. De'Aaron Fox has played great in this bubble so far, and Buddy Hield's giving him something, though. And Harrison Barnes has played pretty well, and Bielitsa's giving him something off the bench. So I think there will be a big game for both teams, though, because Brooklyn's trying to clinch a playoff spot today, and Sacramento's just trying to have a chance to get in that play-in tournament.
All right, so Joe Harris is out. A guy by the name of Chris Chiozza, he will come in and he's like one of the best value plays. All right. Shout out to Brandon Nicholson in the building. All right. So with this game, I think that the Sacramento Kings win this game. they will continue to build because once again they're chasing that 8th spot in the West. Brooklyn, they're pretty much fighting with Orlando to see who draws the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. The Washington Wizards hadn't won the game. They're too far back to catch anybody right now with 4 games to play. So as far as I'm concerned, they're out. For all intents and purposes, they're out. Okay. So let's move on to the next game. Oh, for fantasy wise, let's talk about it from fantasy's perspective, right? This game has a lot of fantasy goodness, right? Now, if you're talking cash games, you want to play De'Aaron Fox, Karis LeVert, and Jared Allen if he plays, right? Those would be like they're all formats, right? Tournaments though, you want to look at a guy like Bogdanovich. Now he dropped 35 on the Pelicans yesterday. He's in a similar matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. One could make an argument that he's in a better matchup, and he's volatile. He's volatile, and the reason why I say he's volatile because the dude can score 35 points, or he can go 2 for 18 from the field, right? So he's,
pretty much he's inconsistent. Like against Mavs, I think it was 1 for 16, or I think it was 1 for 15. I'm sorry, against the Mavs, and then turn around and he destroyed the Pelicans with 35. He's a good player, but he's really up and down. He's inconsistent.
Very volatile. Another player who I thought about, he's only a tournament option, is Buddy Hield. Now, Buddy Hield, the reason why he's only a tournament option because of his minutes. It's not that he can't play. It's not that he can't shoot. Luke Walton just don't want to he just doesn't want to play this guy for whatever inexplicable reason, right?
Yeah, and that's not good if you're Luke Walton, though, because Buddy Hield, he can give you the 3, and he can put the ball on the floor. So it's like if you're Luke Walton, you got to fix your rotations. There's a reason why the Kings have kind of been disappointed this season, because his rotations have been terrible this year. I understand losing Marvin Bagley did hurt, but still, even without Marvin Bagley, you have Fox, Hield, Barnes, Alex Len, Bielisa. You have too much talent for you to be underachieving. You should be in the playoffs right now if you're Sacramento, because with the virtually with the same roster last year when they had Dave Yeager, the Kings were right there for the playoffs.
Man, look, I'm not playing Harrison Barnes, all right? Harrison Barnes is a fucking choke artist, okay? This dude can play 35 minutes and do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm not touching Harrison Barnes with the longest antenna pole in New York, okay?
You can make a case, yes.
Shit, I make a compelling case for not to play Harrison Barnes, but nevertheless, right, on the Brooklyn side, Karis LeVert, look, the offense will go through Karis LeVert, period, all right? Joe Harris, if he's in, he can shoot the 3. Jared Allen, he's really the only big man they got. So, I mean, Sacramento can really take advantage of that because, look, Jared Allen just, he has somewhat of an upside as an offensive player, but as a defensive player, he's just not it. He's just not it. And all right, so with that being said, let's move on to the next game, game number 3. We got the Orlando Magic playing the Philadelphia 76ers. There's some narratives on this game. Tobias Harris against his former team. You got Markelle Fultz, who was drafted by the 76ers, going against his former team. This game has a 222.5 total with the Philadelphia 76ers as a 5-point favorite. Now, injuries in this game, we all know Ben Simmons is out with the knee injury. Mike Scott is active. Let's see who else. Let me see. Aaron Gordon is out for the Orlando Magic. Michael Carter Williams is out as well. And that's pretty much the whole injury news from a significant standpoint. So with Ben Simmons being out, right? We know Shake Milton will assume the starting point guard role. Brett Brown has also came out and said that Al Horford will play the 4 in the starting lineup. Okay. This will be all about Joel Embiid going against Vooch. I think that's a fantastic matchup down low. I
I
think Al
agree.
Horford don't really have anybody that can guard him on the Orlando Magic because with Aaron Gordon being out, now you're relying on guys like Ken Birch. Maybe you play I forgot the guy's name at a stretch four, but you're not going to put Evan Fournier as a stretch four. You're not going to put Terrence
Yeah.
Ross as a stretch four. So it kind of really, puts Orlando in an uncompromising position, right?
Hmm.
Vooch is going to be asked to do a lot offensively. Now Evan Fournier is another guy. He's a guy that benefits when Aaron Gordon is out.
True.
So where do you see this game from where you see how do you see this game playing out from a game theory
I
aspect?
I think it's going to be a close down to the wire game because if you're Philadelphia, you want to try to hold the fort without Ben Simmons so you can so you don't have to drop low in the seeding because again, I think right now they're behind Indiana, so they're trying to catch Indiana so they can get that 5 seed and play Miami. And if you're Orlando, you're trying to clinch a playoff spot after you lost to Toronto, and Orlando's trying to make the playoffs for the second straight year, and more than likely they'll be playing Toronto in the first round for the second straight year. If you're the Magic, though, Vucevic, listen, I like Nikola Vucevic, but he has not had a great season this year compared to last year. Okay, he needs to kill Embiid and Horford in the post. It needs to hit those mid-range shots. If you're Evan Fournier, he has to be consistent. He's been too inconsistent this season. If you're DJ Augustine, you gotta get that veteran experience on this team. If you're Markelle Fultz, I expect him to have a big game today because on his former team today because they traded him to Orlando, and maybe since they're on TNT, maybe the game on TNT will inspire him though, I'm guessing. And for the Sixers, other than Embiid and Horford, can Tobias Harris be consistent and give them their versatility, their 3-point shooting, their mid-range shooting, and the shot creating he showed with Orlando, with Milwaukee, and with the LA Clippers? Can Harris have a big game today? Who knows? And can Shake Milton have that same energy he showed against the Clippers one game he had 39, and another game against my Knicks when he had 19, when he could put the ball on the floor, was very pretty versatile, and hit the 3-point shot. And don't forget, Shake Milton hit the big three against the Sixers that saved the Sixers from blowing that 14-point fourth quarter lead to the Spurs. So those are the keys to the game. If I have to choose who's going to win the game, this is just a guess. I'm going with the Magic to win the thriller. I got Orlando closing it out.
Yeah, there's a right now the Spurs lead the Jazz 116-109 with 1 minute and 51 seconds left in the game. In that game, you got Manuel Mudiay with 14 points, Joe Ingles with 12, Jordan Clarkson with 24.
Nice
Bradley with a double-double. That's the replacement for that's the backup center to Rudy Gobert. And then Jakob Poeltl with a double-double. DeJounte Murray with 11, 6, and 6. Derek White with 21 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. So looks like Spurs might hold on to win this game, right?
They should, though. If they lose this game, man, they should not be in the conversation for making the playoffs because again, they should have beat the Sixers last game. They should have won that game. If they didn't leave Shake Milton open for a three, and if Derek White just made the free throw, more than likely there'll be a game back of Memphis. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Let's go back. All right. So we're talking about the Magic and 76ers. I talked about some narratives. And shout out to my boy Jacob Jennings, man. I see you in the building, man. Appreciate you, homie. Let's say Tobias Harris narrative, Markelle Fultz narrative, right? Talked about that. So you're relying on guys like Gary Clark and Ken Birch to stop Al Horford.
Good luck with that. No way. No way. Yeah, and beat Al Horford and the beat should go off today. I just think that without Ben Simmons, who's going to dish the rock to Embiid and Horford though? And I just think that without Ben Simmons, you don't have a floor general. If you're Philadelphia.
So yeah, so there's a lot to dissect right there, right? So with that being said, from a fantasy perspective, let me see. I don't like any of the point guards on Orlando. I don't like. I mean, Sheik Milton's in a good matchup or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But I really don't like him in this matchup, to be honest with you. Uh,
Mhm.
so for me, the only fantasy plays um, is maybe Terrence Ross come off the bench and go off. But the two guys I'm really looking at for fantasy wise is Evan Fournier and Vooch. Now Vooch is in the tough matchup against Joel Embiid, but you know he is skilled, and you know he can give Joel Embiid a little bit of issues or whatever like that. So them
Thanks.
the only two guys I'm really looking at in Orlando. Then from the Philly side, you gotta like Al Horford. I mean guys like Gary Clark and fucking Ken Birch and these guys, man. I'm like, come on. I mean, come on. Al Horford should be able to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
Because old boy can have his. I mean, this is a game Philadelphia should win, right? They didn't look very good against the Washington Wizards. They won the game, but they didn't look very good. All right.
Sure, they almost got beat by the Wizards without Bertans and Beal. So it's
Yeah.
like, again, that game shows to me they might lose this game today. That game shows to me, again, the Magic are a better team than the Wizards. So I think, well, the Sixers should win this game, but I don't think they will. I'm going with the Magic, though, because I think Orlando is going to play harder after that tough loss to Toronto.
Yeah. So with that being said, to answer the question in the chat room, Deshai, do I think Jim Boylen a good coach? Well, considering that Jim Boylen is not playing in the bubble, no, he's not.
Nope.
Next game. Shout out to Myron Jones in the chat, man. Appreciate you, homie. Next game.
Good mind.
So we got the New Orleans Pelicans playing the Washington Wizards.
Oh,
All right. So I expect the Pelicans to completely wipe the Wizards off the map. This game has a 236.5 total, highest total on the slate of games, with the Pelicans an 8-point favorite, right? There's a 51% chance that this game's go under. Zion Williamson will not play today. All right, he's out. They're resting him on the second leg of the back-to-back. Okay. Let me see what other news when it comes to these content injuries of these teams or whatever like that. Let's see. You see, that was the big news right there when it comes to this particular game. Zion is out. All right, so Brooklyn news: Jared Allen and Joe Harris will play today.
Wait, Joe. Oh, they're gonna play. Wow, what changed their mind?
I don't know, but they're playing.
Oh, okay,
That news
nice.
just came out. That news came out like 20 minutes ago because the injury report has to be the injury report has all the injury report has to be in 30 minutes before tip.
Okay.
So there's no minutes restriction for Jared Allen or Joe Harris.
Okay.
So and then the Nets, they were fined by the NBA for not accurately they basically got fined for fucking up the injury report, right?
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah, they got fined $25,000 for that. All right. Now, as far as like OKC, like I talked about, Steven Adams is out, Terrence Ferguson is in. Zion Williamson for this game is out. And the Pelicans have announced that Williamson will sit out the second leg of the back-to-back. He will not play against the Wizards for rest. He confirmed that Nico Melli will have the start at power forward. J.J. Redick and Josh Hart also are candidates to join the starting lineup. And though Redick is an intriguing option in formats regardless of role, since he and Derek Favors own a 2.2% increase in usage and averaging a minimum of basically 0.1 fantasy points per minute with Zion off the floor. Okay, so no, Portland do not play today.
They play tomorrow against the Clippers on TNT.
All right, so that's that game. All right, that game, the Wizards and I'm not gonna call that game. I'm trying to figure out a game. I'm trying to find the game I'm gonna call. I might call that game on NBA TV. You know,
I
the
mean,
game the game at 4:00. But nevertheless, let's keep going. So look, this is gonna be a fast-paced game. If there's any game for Lonzo to play good, it's this one. Okay,
he
if
better
there's
play well.
any fucking game where Lonzo Ball can actually go out there and do something today, it's this one. Okay, period.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I know a lot of people like Drew Holiday. I know a lot of people like Brandon Ingram. They're obvious plays for this game. Okay, this is an easy game to break down. Okay, easy from a fantasy and from a game theory perspective. Washington plays no defense.
Mm-hmm.
So the Pelicans don't play defense either. So there's going to be an up and down game, right? There's going to be a lot of shots. Going to be a lot of opportunities for rebounds, and I think with the fact that the Washington Wizards can't, they go through long droughts and not scoring the basketball. Plus they play no defense. Plus they make miss a lot of free throws. I can see them losing this game by double digits. And this could be a bounce back game for the Pelicans because this is a game that the Pelicans have to have. They cannot afford to lose this game.
Oh, they lose this game, their season's over. It's like, think about this. The Wizards, like I said, they lost two of their best players. Bertans is their best shooter on the team. Bradley Beal's the best versatile and best wing player on their team. Best player overall on their team. So even without Zion, you got Lonzo, Ingram, Redick, Holiday, Derek Favors. You have too much talent for you not to pull this off. And I'm saying, and like you said, LB, if Lonzo Ball underperforms, man, and God forbid the Pelicans lose this game, they should get the heat, man. Lonzo should get the heat, and the Pelicans should get all the flack in the world. There is no excuse for the Wizards, because remember, if Washington loses this game, they're eliminated for playoff contention for good. So I'm saying is that if you're the Pelicans, there is no excuse to not get a W today when Memphis is choking and they lost Jaren Jackson, okay? If you're New Orleans, every game is crucial for here on out. You got to get this one. This is a cupcake game you should have. You lose this game, they're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, this is a game they have to have. And look, hey Myron, you already know my stance on that, man. Lonzo is a fucking bum, okay? I ain't giving him no goddamn pass. He's a fucking bum. All right. And I dare anybody, and I mean anybody, to challenge me on that. Now, going back to the game breakdown, right? Because there ain't really too much more to talk about this, right? Brandon Ingram, obvious play. Drew Holiday, JJ Redick, pretty much anybody on the Pelicans is in play, right? Deep tournament option is Josh Hart. Deep tournament option, right? He tournament only. JJ Redick, he's scoring dependent, right? When it comes to, Lonzo, for the fact that he can't shoot, he can't pass, and he can't get rebounds. So there's a little floor when it comes to him. But for him to hit his ceiling, he got to make shots. And if he's not making shots, then I think Lonzo caps the ceiling of the New Orleans Pelicans, if you ask me. But that's neither here or there, right? But nevertheless, I think the Pelicans win this game going away. And that brings us to the last game. Shout out to QB Solid 500. Right? The last game of the night is the Boston Celtics playing the Toronto Raptors. This is going to be a game right there.
Could it be a conference final preview? Could it be?
Potentially. This is a potential conference finals preview, right? Toronto sits number 2 in the East. Boston sits number 3 in the East, right? So if anything, this will be a conference semis preview if things hold up the way they are.
Pretty much.
Because assuming the top 4, then Brooklyn will play. Man, I'll talk about that in another video, man. This is an NBA breakdown. I'm talking about the games and whatnot. I ain't talking about Nick McMillan right now. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in another video. When it comes to the, like I say, injuries, um, Kemba Walker is in.
Good. Okay, that's good.
Um, but Patrick McCarr is out for Toronto, but he has no value, no way. So
Pretty
let's break
much.
this game down, right? This, like I said, this is going to be a really good game between the two. I think this is going to be a hotly contested game. You gotta, I mean, man, Van Vliet, I like him in this game. I like Kyle Lowry also. And then I really don't like anybody on the front court outside of Spicy P for the Boston
Yeah.
Celtics. I like Kemba. I like Kemba in this game. He's now he's supposed to play 28 and a half minutes from what I saw in the projections. Um, I like Jason Tatum. He can go off on anybody. And I like, Marcus Smart. And then, I gotta like Jaylen Brown too. Jaylen Brown, I like him, fearless in this game and stuff like that. But as far as like Gordon Hayward, I'm really not a fan of Gordon Hayward or whatever like that, what I'm saying? At least not in this game. But could
True.
he go out there? Could he go out there and put up at least 15 to 17 points? Yeah, he could. So what do you see from this game?
If you're Toronto, you gotta use your size and length, and and they just have a better bench than Boston. If you're Boston, it's probably gonna come down to the wire. So who you gonna trust to hit the big shots? Are you gonna trust Hayward, Tatum, or Walker down the stretch of this game? So it's like don't be surprised if Jaylen Brown goes off. Jaylen Brown has really stepped it up in this bubble so far. And then there's a game that maybe like a Marcus Gasol can have a big impact because he hasn't played well in this bubble. This is a game that Kyle Lowry might go off a bit though. So I think it will come down to the wire. And like you said, LB, these two teams could beat each other more likely in the second round in the semifinals, and could go. And this could be a 7-game series though. Don't be surprised. This could be a 7-game series if these two teams meet. And I just think that Nick Nurse, he's done a great job for the Raptors this year, carrying this team to the top 2 seed after they lost key pieces to Danny Green and Kawhi Leonard. So if you're and then Brad Stevens, after they lost Kyrie Irving, they're still top 4 seed. So I still think that it will be come down to the wire. But I'm gonna go with Boston in this game because they had a heartbreaking loss to Miami, and they're trying to have a good seeding, trying to finish the season strong. And remember, Toronto just came off 3 Ws in this bubble. They beat Orlando, Miami, and LA. So it's gonna be a tough game, but I'm going with the Celtics and a thriller. Because don't forget, the Celtics beat the Raptors on Christmas Day, but despite that, Spicy P and Gasol didn't play. So yeah, so I'm going with the Celtics in this game.
Right. Yeah, I guess. I appreciate you. Shout out to Kai Clark, RP Sean Taylor. Salute to the Queen, Juanetta Thomas in the building. Mwah. And
Look, everybody.
Intelligent Cycle, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's been a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you're here, homie. So yeah, man. And that pretty much. Oh yeah, I forgot the total for this game. So for the Vegas odds for this particular game, 225.5. It opened at 220. No, I take that 220 and a half. It opened at 218 and a half, and the Celtics are a 1.5 point favorite over the Toronto Raptors. So this is gonna be a man. So I wouldn't be surprised if this game go to overtime.
It should. The way these two teams are built, it should. Because, like I said, though, Boston barely beat Toronto on Christmas when Toronto had injuries. And then I remember Toronto won in Boston early in the season. So both teams are evenly matched. Yes, the Celtics may have more talent, but the Raps have more depth, you know what I mean? And just a better defense and had a better bench, though. So, like I said, if these two teams be in the playoffs, seven games will be fun. And it could go either way, though. Like I said, I don't see Toronto or Boston going to the finals. I don't see it, though. But these two teams could be in the conference final, though.
Yeah, so whoever comes out of this second round probably gonna have to play the Milwaukee Bucks. All right.
Yeah, they're going home. Milwaukee, they're going to be in the finals. I just think Milwaukee It's just I think Milwaukee is just too deep for the East. The only team in the East that could beat Milwaukee is Miami. Philly's not going to do it because they're inexperienced and banged up and they're inconsistent. Boston, I just don't think they have the depth or the bench play to beat Milwaukee. And Toronto, they just don't have a go-to guy. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, that's what I mean. They banking the whole thing on Pascal Siakam or whatever like that. So, I mean, with all that being
Yeah.
said, I mean, I like him, but like I say, it's gonna be crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be crazy. Man, we got some decisions to make today, man. Because considering that there's a lot of value in the slate on these slate of games with all the injuries and all that.
Yeah.
So I mean, geez, man.
And I want to ask you something. Who do you think will get the 8th seed? You think Portland gets in?
Oh, definitely. I think Portland definitely gets the 8th seed.
Yeah, I felt so bad for Memphis, man. Memphis, they overachieved, man. I mean, Jaren Jackson was balling until he got hurt. John Moran playing like a rookie of the year. Valanciunas giving them a big boost with their center position. Dylan Brooks hitting big shots in big games. They had a nice squad, man. But sadly, this bubble and then the tough schedule and injuries, it may come back to bite them in the ass.
Yeah, I agree. So I think for Philadelphia, man, you got a guy by the name of Josh Richardson that you can put in, but you don't fucking use him.
That's bad. This is the problem I have with Brett Brown. He doesn't make adjustments, man. Like Josh Richardson can give you a 3-point shot, and he's tough defensively. If they use Josh Richardson more, Philly will be more dangerous.
Yeah. But I don't have any more news yet when it comes to the whole dynamic of the Sacramento Kings. They play at I think they're the second game. I think they play like
5. Oh yeah, they play at 5 against Brooklyn. Yeah.
Yeah, so that lineup. So Luke Walton's gonna put that close to the vest for like another hour. I don't know why. Motherfucker, go ahead and put the motherfucker out. Shit.
Facts. And OKC Memphis, I got OKC in that game too. I just think that Memphis, I mean, they're ice cold in the bubble. They're 0-4 in Disney World so far. I just think the injury to Jaren Jackson is going to kill this team because you don't have another stretch big that can hit the 3-point shot to help out John Moran and Dylan Brooks. And for OKC, remember, OKC is trying to get home court advantage. I think they're only a half game back of Houston for the 4th seed, though. So and if you're OKC, you want to try to leapfrog Utah. Hey, will it be crazy if we have a Thunder Rockets first round series? It would be crazy because you have CP3 trying to play against his former squad, and then Russell Westbrook and James Harden try to play against their former squad.
That'll be a really entertaining series. I think it'll be more Russell Westbrook than I think it'd be more Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because Russell Westbrook, he signed that huge contract extension. I think they and then they tried to then he gets traded, and it's just like he gets traded, and then to me it's just like, damn, he feels some kind of way about getting traded or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where I stood at on it.
Yeah. So who do you got in this game? I'm going with OKC because I just think that OKC, they want to bet off that win versus the Lakers. I liked how SGA, Gallinari, Chris Paul looked. I know they don't have Steven Adams today because of the injury that you just told me. So, and I just think that OKC, they're just deeper than Memphis. I like Memphis, but I just think Memphis is just too young right now, and they just have too many injuries. They just had too many injuries and they're just too young. And I just think OKC is more built. And like I said, OKC wants to have a good matchup in the playoffs. So I got the Thunder.
Yeah, I think so. I got OKC as well. Yeah, I don't see how OKC loses this game. To be honest with you.
I mean, the only way they lose this game is if Dylan Brooks goes crazy hot from three, or Grayson Allen comes out of nowhere, or John Morant plays like the rookie of the year. I love John Morant, but Ja's been up and down the bubble. Like if Ja could play like the rookie of the year that we saw in the regular season, and Dylan Brooks can get red hot for the perimeter, and maybe like Kyle Anderson, Grayson Allen could contribute, maybe the Grizz have a chance. But I'm gonna go with the Thunder. I just think that Billy Donovan, he's just, even though Tyler Jenkins done a good job with the Grizz, I just think Billy Donovan is just a better coach than Tyler Jenkins. I mean Taylor Jenkins. I'm sorry. So I just think that OKC's deeper.
Yeah.
Yes, Angelica. I'm talking. I'm coming. You on the phone?
All right, so all right, so I'm gonna open up the chat line here. So we're gonna talk about some other stuff in the NBA. So if anybody want to come in or whatever like that, you know what I'm saying, this is the time. This is the time for you to come in, you know what I'm saying,
I'll
put the
be
chest
right.
out. Go ahead, Gideon. Go ahead.
I'll be right back. I'll be.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, Myron Jones, man. Go ahead, get that money ready, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, go ahead, get that money ready. Portland could beat the hell out the Lakers, boy. You know what I'm saying? Portland about to dig in that ass. What up, man? Myron.
What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? See Lakers play like bums last night?
Hey, well, the king was resting is what bums do when the king get around, bro. You know, justice in the court.
Hey, this is the time where his subjects got to come and prove their loyalty to the king, ain't it?
Nah, I keep telling y'all that, but y'all say no. They can't play defense. Ain't nobody playing defense, but you know what? LeBron got to get it done, bro. See, I hold him to a high standard, bro. Because you know why? Because him and AD put them bums on that team. And you know, some of them really fucking bums, bro. So you got to figure out which bums he got to cover. Can't cover all the bums. You got to cover certain ones that's on the court. He got to do his job and their job, bro. He got to do it. It's gonna be hard, but he got to do it, bro. You got to do it 4 times, bro. 4 series. So I feel like you got to get one series out the way quick, and it's gonna be the first series. Whoever show up, you get him out of here, bro, so he can rest for the second round. Now, if that's Portland gonna let y'all down, you know.
You think so?
So last year, Portland was in the championship round, right? The conference finals. How many games they won?
In the conference finals?
Last year, yeah. How many games they won?
0.
This is true. Now, how is it they so goddamn good? These niggas in last place, fighting for last place. They fighting for last place, bro.
Hey, it don't matter where you at.
It do matter.
It don't matter where you at. As long as you get in, that's when you get in.
You've been bums all season, though. So I feel like I got it right to call them bums because they're in last place, bro. Yeah. No, of course.
So if they're bums, how come they beat the Lakers on Kobe night?
Dame is good. Yeah, where get them at, though? Still in last place, bro. See?
And Damian Lillard dropped like 60 in that game.
Hey, you know, he had 48, bro. Look. No, Skip Bayless said Damian Lillard ain't no superstar.
What?
Skip Bayless, he said that day, bro. Now Shannon Sharp
said, man, I don't see when it comes to motherfuckers like Skip Bayless, you know, when it comes to LeBron takes, okay, even though some of them things might be a little outlandish, I can let that pass considering all the, you know, dick riding they be doing with LeBron on TV. All right. Now, when it comes to the whole dynamic about Damian Lillard, he not a superstar. Shit, I think you can't be a star. Look, if you on the cover of goddamn NBA 2K21, you a superstar. They don't just put anybody on the cover of 2K.
I like Dame. I wish he's on the goddamn Lakers. I like Dame. But he's saying since they didn't win no game last year in the conference finals, he's not a superstar. He's still a star.
Bullshit, though. That's bullshit,
bro.
And wasn't nobody beating Golden State with the team they had.
Well,
so they started going down hurt, so they going down with injuries and shit.
I'm BKD played that series, so you know.
Hold on.
So you
no,
know,
he didn't play that series. No, he didn't.
They missed a lot of 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. All 4 games, like 4 for 27, some shit he said, you know.
Yeah.
This brings me to my point about them this year. Now they got Gary Trent Jr. That's extra help. They got Melo. He out there doing a little bit of something. Y'all keep capping for that nigga.
He a little bit of something. What do you mean a little bit of something?
Man, Melo didn't get the ball like that. That's why I ain't worrying about that shit, man. You know, he good. I mean, he better than Jared Dudley, but hey, you know, Jared Dudley in first place.
Man, fuck Jared Dudley.
Hey, man, Jared Dudley a goon. We need him to get rebounds.
He ain't no fucking goon. Get out of here with that. Don't be running around here spreading that bullshit, Myron. He is not a fucking goon. Okay. The only rules that nigga be enforcing is the Gatorade rules. You only get 3 Gatorade drinks a game.
Hey, Jared Dudley got spread the fouls around, man. That's his job.
You see that motherfucker came on the court last night? That motherfucker was pudgy as all get out, boy.
Well, they've been off 4 or 5 months, bro. He ain't in shape. He ain't been working out. Obviously, he ain't been working out.
Well, you know, a lot of people ain't been working out. You know what I'm saying? That's why he coming out here with fucking double D's.
But see, he wasn't getting the game anyway before the pandemic. So
that's what I'm saying. He wasn't seeing the court no way. He already complaining about, you know, the whole circumstances about the game and all that. I'm like, nigga, you don't even get in the game.
Hey, look, why LeBron can't have no fans, man? Why can't have no fans? The man sit out.
Why he can't have no critics?
Look, he got too many. He called haters, bro. Haters hate now. Niggas ain't trying to hate right now. You know,
motherfuckers out there be throwing that goddamn term around. You know what I'm saying? Look, when we when we out here critiquing something, we ain't talk about no goddamn hate. What I'm like, what do I got personally against LeBron? You know what I'm saying? I think he's a great player. I think he's a top 10 player. But that don't mean we don't get to hold him accountable for his sins and shit. Just he ain't no different than anybody else.
First of all, that top 10 shit, you mentioned with that, bro. Disrespect the king like that, bro.
Disrespect? I say he's a top 10 player of all time. How's that disrespectful?
Because that's too low. Stop at 2. Low. Stop at 3. Supposed to be at 1, but I take 3.
At 1?
I take 2.
2? From
you, I take 2 or 3.
2? 3?
Anything more than that is uncivilized.
Uncivilized.
Chuck Bartley used to say, hey, look. Hey, look. Now when he been sacrificing his game, let AD shine, right?
What?
So he been sacrificing his game so AD can shine. You see, no, you let AD run the shit, let him run now. Get in shape, get ready, go. Because when it's go time in the playoffs, nigga, when it's really go time, that nigga better show the fuck up, nigga. I know LeBron gonna show up. He better show up, nigga.
Okay, so what if LeBron don't show up? What if there's on the off chance that LeBron doesn't show up? Then what?
It's like you got a better chance of the sun going out, nigga. Cold as fuck out here. You know that, man. Stop playing, man.
Shout out to LeBron in the building.
LeBron not gonna show up in the playoffs, man. The first round, second round. You gonna sweep these niggas up out of here, bro. All them niggas y'all call good, they bums, really. You know what I'm saying? You're not really on his level. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the best fighter in the building as well. Go ahead, man. What you saying? Who's a bum? Who's bums?
Huh?
Who bums?
Who bums?
Yeah.
I cap for bums every day on this ticket channel. This channel, ticket channel, y'all cap for all these bum ass niggas, man. Niggas bums, man. Like niggas ain't won shit. They ain't won nothing. They ain't won nothing, bro. Nothing. They ain't get close to winning nothing. I don't get it. Y'all keep getting niggas good. That LeBron got them have a bad game. By y'all standards, a bad game. By my standards, a bad game. Oh, hey, over the hill. Yo, blah, blah, blah. Man, look. That man know what he's doing. I keep telling y'all. He know he got bums on the roster that can't play D. He got to figure out which bums he got to cover for. You know what I'm saying? That's to win the championship, bro. Because I'm tell you something, you get past the Clippers, bum asses, you get past them bums, overrated bums. They're not really bums. I'm talking shit. But, you know, you get past them, you get past the Clippers, it's over, bro. It's over. Whoever in the East about to get 4-1 up out of here. And guess what? You know, it might give them some diamond, you know, mask covered with diamonds and shit. You know, the goat mask with diamonds on it, with horns on that motherfucker.
Horns.
Yeah, nigga. Horns, goat horns, nigga. hey, hey, look, man. You believe in Portland, bro?
Yeah, I believe Portland beat the Lakers, man.
You got my $100 ready.
Yeah, motherfucker, you got my $100 ready?
I got your $100 right now. You want me to send it to you?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you hit me on the Cash App, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. You gonna send me $200 back.
Yeah, I send you 200 back. If that's the case, I send you 200 back. But if anything, I mean, I'm keeping that motherfucker. Then you could be running around here.
What make you think they're gonna beat the Lakers?
Huh?
What make you think they're gonna beat the Lakers, bro? What make you think they're gonna beat the Lakers?
Have you not been watching the games?
No. I understand that about the guards and this, that. But,
no, I ain't talking about look. Show
that's
it about the guard play being suspect, right? On the offensive and defensive end. Remember, we say the Lakers are dead last in offensive efficiency in the bubble. Dead last now. 22 teams. Guess where they rank? 22nd.
It ranked last, but they ain't playing for nothing, bro. It's over. Like
right now, they ain't playing for nothing. Look, you can't just turn this on and off like a light switch. All right, momentum is the thing.
Guess what? LeBron can. He's the only one that team did it for 8 years straight. Man, turn it on, go. Now he ain't the same player he was back in the day. I know this. I'm not crazy, but you got a championship mindset.
You're all crazy.
You got a championship mindset, and see,
really?
Everybody got that mindset.
Why he played last night?
Everybody got that mindset because everybody the fucking champion. See what you understand? You know, everybody got a championship mindset because they ain't got no fucking rings, bro. You know, so other teams y'all camping for, like Houston, all them bum ass niggas, they're not winning shit, bro. You're gonna get traded again, break the team up again. Matter of fact, we bringing all the teams up every round. We bringing team up. We bringing every goddamn team up. Make them readjust again, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what he do, but he break hearts and dreams. Make you sell your soul for gold. Fool's gold.
You funny as hell, boy. I swear to God, boy.
Hey, man. Hey, look, man. Hey, man, you have a LeBron day every day on your goddamn channel, man. Between let me see. No, every Tuesday is GOAT Day on your channel, man. You know, you should send everybody some tacos to the Cash App, money for tacos, man. I have a Brian Day every Tuesday on this goddamn channel. Spread the news on all the channels. The LDBC need to have a Brian Day every day, all these goddamn channels, man.
Why we do that?
Salute the GOAT.
Man, Billy Goat.
Hey, look, I understand something. Kobe and LeBron was friends. Y'all hate LeBron, but Kobe liked LeBron. So
hold on, we don't hate LeBron.
That's the figure. Y'all do hate LeBron. Stop that shit, LeBron. Man, I heard that shit several times. Oh, I said my bad. You see, you don't like him. Okay, same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's basically the same thing. But you know what? But you know what though? When he win the championship, when he win the championship,
you mean if?
No, when he win. See, I got confidence. When he win,
there's a difference between confidence and delusion.
No, do me a favor. When he win, can you say he the GOAT for 1 week? It's 1 week, bro. That's all we ask.
Maybe I give it a day, but a week, that's stretching it.
That's stretching it.
That's stretching it.
See, he did all this hard work for 1 day. Come on, bro. Yeah, damn. He about to go.
If he win the championship, okay, I'll give you that. All right, I'll give you a week when he say he the GOAT. Not
he about to go. Maybe 16-4 in the playoffs, bro. Don't lose it 4 times, bro. Lose once against goddamn Portland if they make it.
If they make it.
Second round, they're getting up out of here, whoever that is. Get the Clippers. Might lose 2. Championship to lose 1. That's 4 losses, bro. Because you know, playoff time come, LeBron get that mouthpiece with a Roman numeral 16 on it at the top of his mouth. Top teeth had the Roman numeral 16. Means 16 wins is over, nigga.
You think so?
Did you know that? He got that in his mouth. Did you know that he went in the playoffs? You know that, did you?
No, I ain't know that. That
Yeah, he wore that. He wore that back. He put Golden State up out of him and had 73 wins. He wears since then. See, you know, look, bro. I know people don't like me because I'm a LeBron fan. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, I don't worship the man like everybody think I do. I just know this shit getting your motherfucking nerves. So I keep doing it. But at the same time,
you the
he's
troll,
the GOAT.
fucking troll.
He's the GOAT. No, he is the GOAT, bro. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, bro. I understand Kobe practiced hard and all that shit, but he had to, bro, because he was in the West. LeBron had a practice like that. He in the East. It's a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying? A little bit easier. I understand that. I like Kobe Bryant, bro. You know, I like Kobe, bro. For real. That motherfucker good, bro. He just ain't better than LeBron, in my opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's my opinion. You know?
Nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. You know, hey, one could say if LeBron had Steve Nash and Dwight Howard and them bum ass niggas, probably took it to a championship. I'm just saying. Hey. But we never know that.
Never know, never know. Yep. We'll never know.
Hey, let me see something.
Damn, that motherfucker 39%. That's why I hate but these NBA news, man. These news be coming out so goddamn early to the point where I want a motherfucker low on. That motherfucker gonna be fucking mega chalk. I had to play the late. Shout out to Hitman X in the chat room, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got games going. We got games start right now. So let me see. Go home. Go home. Go to my God damn it. I mean, shit. Lakers played like bums last night, man. I can't believe they come out there and play the way like they like that last night, man. I see you, Hitman X. Hey, y'all come back in here. I'm gonna end the stream. Y'all come right back because I'm gonna do the game of the let me see. I ain't see no. I'm gonna do the game between OKC and Memphis or whatever like that. This could be a good one. So is he taking online? Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Nate McMillan thing. We're gonna talk about the Nate McMillan situation. That's made Indiana Pacers out of nothing. They about to fire him. That's fucked up. So y'all come back in here. I'm come back in here. We're gonna do the game with OKC and Memphis. So holler at your boy. Come back in 5 minutes.